So I think I can give a short answer or long answer. So the short answer will be really like find the right person for the right job. Um, when it comes to long answer, I like to share some of my experiences. So I remember when I used to work in Walmart, there was a kitchen, and there was a gentleman called named Jose, and he is one of the most happiest person I ever met, and he was really inspirational because every time I go there, I get the positive vibes. And one day I asked, I mean, how you stay happy all the time? And he said, like, I used to work in a coffee shop for 4 years, and I was standing in the coffee machine in a very confined area all day long. And since I came here, um, the coffee is only 5% of my job, but I am making this pasta, my barbecue is on, I'm chopping salad, I'm making these boxes. All of a sudden, his world is unlocked. He has so many opportunities, and it seems like his world has entirely changed. And that is the person you need. You need a house for every job, the right house for every job. I can tell you, there are many people I know in that kind of atmosphere where houses now, they will get bored in a day or maybe in a matter of few hours. But they are not the right fit. House is the best fit there, and that is what we need to do. I sat down in a conference with Shark Tank Barbara Corcoran, and somebody asked that question to her, and she said, "You really need to observe people, their body language when you are recruiting, and you will able to unlock a lot of things which you might not able to see otherwise. The resume will not tell those things." And she shared her own story, how she find her assistant and she became her business partner and so on. And basically she said that she found that thing in her purse. And I mean, we were like puzzled, what is a purse, what do you find there? And she said there are females who cannot find their keychain or something for minutes. I mean, it takes them really a lot of juggling just to find little things in their purse. And then there are females who has purse very well organized. They have their credit cards at one place, lipstick at other place, and so on. And those two females are very different. They have very different personality. That is what you need to find. I think that really stuck to my mind. And when I'm interviewing, I mean, if you come to me for an interview, I'm observing every move. Sometimes you might sit down in the car with me, and I might ask just change the air conditioning or something. And if the dashboard has multiple buttons, I find two kind of people. Sometimes I see a person, they will press all possible buttons, something works. And then there is the other personality, they will really observe what really need to be pressed. Again, two very different person. So I think that is what we need. Even in our today's job, when we are recruiting the teachers, sometimes we really get like these senior software guys and so to teach our kids, and we believe that they have very strong resumes and they will be excellent fit here. And after interview and all that, and sometimes people are in need, so they will able to made up some part of that interview, and you might not able to notice a lot of pieces. But when they go to that job and all of a sudden they realize that, oh, I was a software engineer, then I was about to become senior software engineer and so on, and all of a sudden I'm teaching kids, and these are middle school and high schooler. All of a sudden their motivation goes down. Even if they are in need of job or money, you can see them, the way they perform, the way their motivation level is, the way their energy is, what they are delivering in those classrooms. I mean, so that impacts. It's not like we don't want to give a job somebody who is in need, but is it really a match? Because at the end, we want to see our customer, our students happy. And if that is not happening, this is just not a good match. Another thing what we are doing for all senior leadership, we are saying wherever you are in the job market, you might need to take some compromise. It's very important from the cultural perspective. What it really gives us a signal, and again, this is only limited to very, very senior leadership, that can they see the value in the long-term vision? Can they see the value in company equity? Can they come and help growing that equity? If they are just looking a quarter or 2 quarter ahead, and that's all we are asking for a compromise, and if that is really a big issue for them, they might not be a fit. It definitely makes the recruitment harder, but I think it's very crucial that we find the right person, especially in the early startup stages, and that's exactly what any startup entrepreneur need to do. If you get these pieces right, I think most of the work will happen magically, and that's absolutely critical for a startup early team building, recruitment, and so on.